Good morning, YouTube. Good morning. I decided to jump on here real quick because our YouTube streets are quiet this morning. And that's a good thing, I believe. Should have got my audio together before I started, but it's okay. And then this is just a tester anyway. But let's see where it takes us. I'm not going to cam up this morning because I needed to get on here. When I get something downloaded, I need to get on right fast because I'll lose it. So I'm just waking up and I just want to speak on something. Salute to everyone that's coming in. And I also want to say thank you again for my subscribers. I appreciate you guys. Thank y'all so much for subscribing to my channel, because you didn't have to do it. I'm at 500 and let's see. $549. Woohoo! I'm excited. I'm just really wanting to get to that other screen. I like the wall, but I want to get to the other screen because I'm ready to have a panel so we could all sit down and chat. Don't tell them nothing. Let them be happy because they think you busted. Even after struggling, I don't care if it's your mama, your father, your sister, or your brother, or his dumbass baby mama. Fuck that drama. Fuck them. If they ain't on what you want, cause you're tired from the ones that ain't cheering you on and say fuck them, then fuck it. Don't let them bring you down. I mean for nothing. But if they try, it's probably just a cut ties, with love. Ooh, it's probably best to cut ties. True to them, joke, don't let them shit on your dreams. They don't come to support, they there to keep out the scene. When they speak on what you do, they gotta break down how you did it. Shit ridiculous, you gon' learn and keep some folks about your business. It's your right to live the type of life you live. If they don't like it, get them out of here. Oh, come on. They don't like it, get them out of here. Okay, I don't want to have technical difficulties this morning. Sometimes you gotta say fuck them if they ain't on what you want, cause you got from the ones that ain't cheering you on. And say fuck them, then fuck it, don't let them bring you down. Cut ties, with them. Ooh, it's probably best to cut ties with them. Well, okay. I'm all over the place this morning. I don't like starting my lives off all crazy and stuff, but when I get something, I need to just get up and get it off my chest. And you know, Good morning again. This is Big Red Diva 5346. This is the Grown Folks Talk sector. And this morning, my chats beyond, life experiences. And I just want to speak on something that happened this weekend. And I'm talking to the ladies this morning, the ladies. Some of our gentlemen can relate as well. So, as everybody know, Big Red Diva loves to have fun. I love to have fun. I love putting smiles on people's faces. I love encouraging people. I love just making people feel good about themselves. And even in my walk, it took me years to get myself together. I was depressed for a little while. I had a lot going on in my younger years. I talk about a lot of things when it come down to my younger years, and I really had to grow up fast. At the age of 21. I was taking care of a full household of kids. Had 10 of them to be exact. I had 3 of my own. My mom left behind 4. I raised them. And I also took in 3 of my father's kids by other women. So I had a lot going on. But for the most of it, it was all a life lesson. I don't regret one day. If it's things that I could have done again, I would, like some of the mistakes I've made. If I could do it all over again, I would. But it's lessons in everything that you go through. Good morning. I am H-Town. Good morning, my love. How are you? I just decided to jump on this morning because I was getting my downloads. When the Lord laid on me, I gotta, get up right then and there. So that's why I'm not camming up, because I'm just jumping out of bed. I got me a fresh cup of coffee. And I said, if I don't come on and do it now, I'm gonna lose it. And, trying to get beautified and all that. Yeah, so I'm with my bonnet still on. Glasses crooked. Y'all know how it is. But I thank God for waking us up this morning and seeing us on our way. I pray that He give each and every one of you the desires of your heart. I want y'all to stay motivated. Whatever you want to do in life, don't let nobody stop you. Whatever your dreams are, go for it. Hit that like button. I'm dreaming everyone hit that like button. Just hit the like button. Share the live. And it's enough in it for everybody, y'all. And before I get started on what I want to talk about, I just want to let you guys know, subscribe to our new people, that want to start a page. I see a lot of people when I'm on in different chats. I go and I look for the people that didn't have green or blue popping up on their names. If they're not a moderator or if they're not a member, I go through that list. And if they don't have people that has subscribed to them, I subscribe. So I mean, everybody is trying to make a living, whether it's getting a YouTube check or whatever social media that they are connected to or not, because everybody got to eat. Everybody has families. And we all just need to help one another. That's what it's all about. So hit the like button. share the live, subscribe to people that you don't know. It makes a difference. But anywho, um I had my first Christmas ball last weekend, and I filmed a little bit of it. And it was a great experience. The ladies, the organization is from New Orleans, Louisiana, which I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So, we are just 45 minutes away. So traveled to New Orleans and attended the ball, and it was a wonderful ball. I mean, those ladies really showed up and showed out. Everything was immaculate. The Silver Foxes is what their names are. And I mean, I had a wonderful time, meeting with all of the ladies for the first time. My godmother's first cousin is a member of this organization. And first time being, at an event with these group of ladies. And when I tell you they showed out, they showed out. Had a wonderful time. So, leaving that event, I attended another event on Sunday, which was, I don't know if everybody's familiar with Willie Clayton, but he's a blues singer. I'm not sure where he's from, but I can't think of any of the songs that he's sung, but he's a well-known blues singer, Willie Clayton. So we attended the concert, which was on Sunday. So I went to the ball on Saturday and went to the concert on Sunday. I didn't share any of it because I was really tired. Really didn't want to go, but I was invited. So when I'm invited places, I don't turn it down. I go to get the experience. So when I say I'm talking to the ladies, come, we are all beautiful women. We come in all different shapes. We come in different colors. Yes, we have different personalities. And for the most of it, we all are beautiful in our own way. We all are beautiful. So, what we need to do, we need to stop hating on each other. We really do. Okay. Walked in the place, and it was a red and black affair, but we all add our own styles to what we wear. You could accessorize it with silver or gold or, whatever. Everybody has a different style, and that's what make it, make events and everything so unique, because we're not seeing the same thing. Everybody's different, and that's what I like. I like seeing different things. So I walk in, and this is my hometown, so I'm familiar with just about everybody that's there. You got the ones that are happy to see you when you walk in, and you also have the ones that roll their eyes when you're coming in. Salute to everybody that's coming in. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, so you have the ones that are happy to see you and the ones that aren't so happy to see you. Well, here's the deal. I've never been a person that would hate on you for whatever reason. If I don't like you, it's something that you've done me physically, maybe, or something you may have said about me, and I find it to be true, something to that nature. And then I'm not gonna dislike you. I'm just not gonna fool with you. Please hit that like button, please. So I sit back and I observe a lot, and I watch things. Um, ladies, it's so crazy to me when I see this. You know, you could be knowing a person for all your life. All your life, you know a person. And, you never had any misunderstandings or nothing. And, you see these people throughout life, and it's always a, hey, how you doing? You might embrace or whatever. You might even hold casual conversations sometimes. But when it goes to, I could speak to you today, and then if I see changes in your life for the good, then I start backing away. I may speak or I may not speak. I may stop and stare or I may not look at all. This is what is going on. Not me per se doing this. This is what's happening. This is what I'm seeing. Knowing people personally, I could tell how you've changed. And this is my experience. Know a lot of ladies. I service people from all walks of life. Being a hairstylist of behind the chair for 33 years. So I've seen a lot. And I've also changed a lot of lives, and a lot of lives have changed mine. Just the hatred is crazy. And I hate that we do these things being Black women. I could see you and because of the way you look, I'm not going to speak to you, or I'm going to frown my nose up at you, or I got something bad to say about you, and it's for no reason. It's for no reason at all. Just because you look a certain way. Well, everybody know my story. Some of you don't. 8 years ago, throughout my whole life, I battled with being obese. My largest was 350 pounds. And I had all kind of things going on in my life. My health was zero. I mean, you name it, I had it. Diabetes, high blood pressure, cholesterol, bad, iron, I had none. Bad arthritis, could hardly walk at a point. Hip deteriorated, had to have a hip replacement. A lot of things going on. So it was either one or two things. Either you do something about it. Hey, Beanie Baby, what's going on, my girl? I love you. I had a lot going on, for the last 30 years of my life. So, I really had to do something about it. It was either lose the weight or you were at the verge of not being here. So when my doctor gave me the ultimatum, I took to choose life. So I was like, well, we have to do. I tried everything in the book. I was on every diet known to man. Sometime it worked, sometime it didn't. When it worked, and I was losing the weight, then once you get comfortable and you start back doing things that you did before, the weight comes on double. So I did every diet pill, you name it, to lose the weight. I did, but it didn't work. So my doctor recommended I get the sleeve. So I did the gastric sleeve in 2019. I lost, I think like 50 to 75 pounds on when I had that done. But, with exercise and the way I was dieting, I was good. But then a pain showed up in my hip. And that's when I realized something wasn't right. Had the doctor check it out. I needed to have a hip replacement. So that plateaued me for a year, 2 years rather, until I had the hip replacement surgery. So after that, 3 years has passed. I was still in the 200s. I was like 250. I wanted out of the 200s completely. So I went back in 2022 and I had the gastric bypass surgery done. And that surgery there got me to where I am today. So I came from 350 pounds and now I am 145 pounds now. So my weight loss journey, and I did that within 9 years. It's going on 9 years now. And it's still a challenge. It's still, it's hard. But I mean, discipline, you'll get through it. And I have a great support team. My children support me all the way around the board. I have 2 sons and a daughter, and they support me to the fullest. They make sure everything is going good over here with me. So I said that to say, the people that I came in contact with on Sunday, I know these people, been knowing them for over 30 years. So they know my story. They've watched me, go through my transition. And in the beginning, it was, hey, how you doing? I'm so proud of you, doing well. You look good. Keep up the good work. And, that. I never had low self-esteem. It was a lot of things that I didn't like about myself, but I never had low self-esteem. I always was a confident woman. When I step in the room, I owned it at 350 pounds or 150 pounds. When I stepped in the room, I owned it. I owned it. And like I say, I put smiles on people's faces. I encouraged people, even though I was going through what I was going through, I still found it, where I'm going to encourage someone else. Because in the process of me encouraging that person, I was encouraging myself as well. So now these same people, you're frowning up at me. You'll step back and stare. I'm a person, when I see you, I'm going to greet you with a hug and a kiss on your jaw. That's just me. You never know what a person is going through, and everybody needs a hug at some point in time in their lives. So I'm a hugger. And, I noticed when I went up to embrace these individuals, they were kind of standoffish, and, some of them, before I even would get to them, they would walk away or go to another side of the room. So I was like, okay, cool. I understand. No problem. So sitting at the table, one of the young ladies that I'm talking about, I'm sitting at the table with the people that invited me. And this particular one, she walks up to the table. Now, I've been knowing this lady since we were knee-high to ducks. We both in the hair industry. She's maybe 2, maybe 3 years older than I am. But still, we've been knowing each other for just about all our lives. She walked up to the table where I was sitting, and she spoke to everybody at the table but me. And I was like, whoa, what did I do her? But okay, cool. No problem. So I sit back and I'm still observing, and it's about 7 ladies that was sitting at her table that I am familiar with as well. So just to say that I'm not tripping, let me go to their table and see what's really going on. So I go to the table, I speak to 1 or 2 people, and then I'm seeing the facial expressions on the rest of them faces, about 10 of them sitting at the table. So I'm like, wow, so I'm not tripping. This is crazy. So I go to speak to the 3rd person. She was kind of pushy. Said, okay. So I just say, well, let me go speak to the girl that didn't speak to me when she came to my table. Let me go see how, she's going to move. Now mine, when she was at my table, she didn't speak to me at all. And then when she saw me coming around speaking to other people, she walked and went across the room. So I caught her sitting at her table. I go up to her. Hey, how are you? Oh, I'm fine. All nonchalant. So I'm like, okay. So I walked away, but then I say, no, I'm not going to walk away and I don't know what's going on because I've never did this lady anything. So I want to know, what's the problem? So I walked back to her. I say, excuse me, can I speak with you for a minute, please? And she looked. Yeah. I said, well, I'd like to speak to you in private. Can we just step right here? She said, sure. Again, all nonchalant, eyes rolling in the back of her head. So I say, have I done you anything? And she said, what do you mean? I say, well, I've noticed, that you've changed. And she said, changed? I said, yeah. I said, once upon a time, we would have conversation. You would embrace. I could remember, you would encourage me, to keep up the good work, whatever it is that I'm doing, keep it going. I say, and now we are here. You came over to the table and you didn't speak. And now it's like, you're acting like you don't know me. So, I'm wondering if I did you something. So mine, I hadn't told this story back in July. I was at the Essence Fest ball. The Essence Fest goes on every year in New Orleans. So I went to the ball. These group of ladies were at the ball. So it was an all-white affair. So I wore this beaded, it was a pearl dress. Pearls all over the dress, and it's a cream colored dress. It's not white, but it's in the white family, cream. So at this ball, it was a lot of different shades of white. Yes, exactly. Because at the end of the day, I am a grown woman. And if I feel as though, something ain't right, and I mean, this is a person that I grew up with, and not, we wasn't the best of friends, but I mean, hey, we've had conversation, we done been, different places, not together, but maybe, hey, we're here, like that event. But, back then, when I'm going to say when I was 350 pounds, everybody had conversation then. But now it's like, people don't talk. But anyway, wore this beaded dress. I mean, I was pearls from head to toe, Patti LaBelle polish, I must say. And I'm coming down the escalator. I kid you not. This is no lie. I'm coming down the escalator, and I got my pose on, I'm looking elegant. Okay, we had an elegant event, so I know how to turn on my elegantness. I know how to, be whatever the setting called for, I could fit in. Trust and believe. I won't shame you. But anyway, I'm coming down the escalator, and as I get down to the bottom, a security guard approached me. So I'm wondering, oh, what did I do? And he said, ma'am, can you step to the side, please? I say, step to the side for what? What did I do? He said, I'm gonna have to take you back up and to see if your dress approved. I say, what? To see if my dress approved? What do you mean? He said, because it's not white. So I'm looking around. Now, mine, out of 3,000 people at this event, and I kid you not, 3,000 or more, because it was 3 different ballrooms that this event was held in. So out of 3,000 people, and I'm looking at all different shades of white, beige, cream, silver, everything but white, the actual color white walking through this event. Also on the ticket, it said absolutely no shorts. I look around again. You got Hoochie Mama shorts. You got knee-high shorts. You got see-through shorts. You got yellow shorts, green shorts, shorts. But out of all of this that's going on, you pull me and say you have to take me back up to see if my dress approved. I was like, wow. So I gone on up the escalator with the security guard. He goes knock on the door. I stand out, wait for the coordinator for about 5-10 minutes. Well, sitting to my left, the same group of ladies that I'm talking about right now that was at the concert on Sunday. The same group of ladies. Now, mind, this event was back in July. The same group of ladies. What's going on? I say, girl, they pull me to the side and say my dress might not approve. Oh, it's not white. Yeah, they're not going to let you in. Now, this event costs $100. Okay? Which is nothing. But if I can't attend the event, somebody's going to give me my money back. So, oh no, well, they're not going to give you your money back. I said, oh yeah, they're going to give me my money back. If they put me out of this place and I'm seeing everything that they say they didn't want, and I'm just going to specify the shorts because the shorts were noted on the ticket. Absolutely no shorts. But I'm seeing different sizes, different lengths of the shorts. So yeah, I'm going to make a fuss about it. I might not do it right now, but I'm going to make a fuss about it. So after waiting, before I'm still waiting. So one of the ladies sitting at the table, she said, well, I have a dress in my car that you could put on, or whatever. So I was like, I don't wear other people's clothes, but I just wanted to see what type of dress this was that she was offering me. Now, mine, and I'm not, bragging on this, because I'm going to say price. I'm in a $300 dress, boo. Outside of the $175 shoes I had on, and my accessories wasn't cheap either. So I'm going to get out of what I'm in, but just let me see. So we walked to her car, and she pulls out this dress. And I was like, wow, thanks, but no thanks. And then it's a size 8. I wear a size 4. So I was like, thank you, but no thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate your, the gesture or whatever, because they did put me out. Because when the lady came out, before we stepped to go and see the dress, the coordinator stepped out and she was like, absolutely not. The dress is not white. And that was her tone. So I'm standing around a lot of people, and everybody just turned around and all eyes were on me. So I clenched my pearls. I said, okay, sweetheart, no problem. So that's when we walked out to see the dress, and I was like, nah, I'll leave. But what they didn't know is I had a backup. Hey, Ron, what's going on, honey? How are you? I had a backup. So I go in the parking lot, in the parking garage, and I change clothes in the parking garage. Now, these same group of ladies now that I had the talk with on Sunday at the Willie Clayton concert, this is what they did me in July. These same group of ladies in July at the Essence Fest ball. So I go in and I had a cream colored jumpsuit. Yes. I mean, outright embarrassed me. You see, but I played it cool. I was classy. I could have got ghetto because I am ghetto. I'm from South Baton Rouge in Louisiana, and I could go there. But I held my composure because I had a backup plan, not knowing that I was gonna have to use it. But I'm glad I followed my first mind because I'll overpack or I'll take things for just in case. You see, because I don't like being caught off guard, so I'm an overpack. So put that jumper in the bag for whatever reason, because I had no idea anything like this was gonna happen. So I went and I changed in the parking lot. So when I came back in, because they thought, oh, she's not gonna come back in. We had her put out and this and that, whatever. I find out that this was the conversation later on. I find out that this is the conversation later on, that they was laughing about having me thrown out. But when I came back in, and I made it my business because it was 3 ballrooms, like I said. These group of ladies was in one of the other ballrooms. So I made it my business to go to that ballroom to let them see I'm still here. And you might have wanted to leave me in that white dress because when I came back with that jumper on, it was a whole nother ball game. A whole nother ball game. So wasn't sure really what was going on with these ladies or if they had anything to do with it at that time. Found out 2 months later they did. Because the lady that I was invited by, it's an organization and they come together with their meetings and things are, put on the table about what happened at the events and all. So the person that invited me, she brought everything to the table that happened with me that night. Well, we found out that these group of ladies were behind it. They went and told the coordinator to have me escorted out because my dress wasn't white. That's a hater move if ever I saw one. That's a hater move. Because my dress wasn't white? No, that wasn't the reason. Because I was looking really good, I must say. And you couldn't handle it. Because they are the group of women that they want all eyes to be on them. And if they feel threatened by any other beautiful woman, then that's the kind of things that they do. So back to the conversation. She played it off as if she had heard something that I had said about her. And I said, well, the only thing that I said about you to somebody that I know would come back and tell it to you is, what's wrong with her? She don't speak anymore. I didn't do her anything. So she stands there with a look on her face, like, I'm the dummy. Well, you stop speaking to me. And I'm just trying to figure out what went wrong. Because, we wasn't friends and all, but we still was cordial with each other, if we saw each other back when I was a big girl. And like I say then, I still had confidence. I never was, low self-esteem or anything. Like I say, I didn't like a lot of things about myself being at my heavy stage, so it was time for change. And that's what I did. And not only did I go through my stages of change, I encourage people that want to do the same thing. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's talk to your doctors and see if you qualify, to have a surgery. If not, let's do it naturally. I could help you. But it's the frowns and the the distance from me. So, I'm like, well, let's just see what's going on. That's why I was like, well, let me just, pull her to the side and, what's going on, baby? Because I'm not that type of woman, I'm not that type of woman. And then I don't have to roll with an entourage to know who I am. I love being solo. Every now and again, I may go somewhere with a group of ladies, but I'm gonna drive my own car. Or if it's a trip, I'm gonna book my own reservations, and I'm just gonna do everything on my own. But I'm gonna meet you there. I'm gonna be there, but I'm just gonna do everything on my own because I don't like foolishness. I don't like when you're planning to do something, and then if you have a problem, then I gotta have that same problem. No, you book yours, I'm gonna book mine. And that's just how it's done. So after, the conversation still didn't really get anywhere. She still didn't really say, what was the problem? Why are you not speaking? All you could say is somebody told me you said thus and so. All I said was, what is wrong with her? Once upon a time we did speak. Now I see she's not. So if this is something that's bothering me, then I'm going to come and ask you because you're the person that's not speaking. So what is it? What did I do you? Well, after, hearing that, I just decided, I say, after hearing what? Me asking somebody, what's wrong with you? Did I do you something? That's why you're not speaking? I'm not understanding. I say, but for whatever reason, I'm going to pray for you. And whatever animosity that you have for me, I'm just going to put it in the hands of the Lord. And it is what it is. But now that I know how to deal with you from now on. You don't want to deal with me, I understand. But that's not going to stop me from doing what I do. And that's not going to stop me from going where I want to go. And even when she have events, and this is the deal, she has a building and she do events and she ride with a popular biker gang here. And, I attend a lot of their events. So, hey, I'm going to still support if that's what I want to do. And if you don't say anything, then that's fine. That's fine. But I said all that to say this. We need to stop. Black women, we need to stop hating on one another. That is so crazy to me. I love to see any woman, just not a black woman, any woman, prosper. Whatever your dreams are, go for them. Don't let nobody stop you from being the person that you want to be or what God have you to be, because everybody has a purpose here in life and on this earth. Everybody. And whatever your purpose is, you need to fulfill it. Because at the end of the day, if you motivating somebody else, then that should make you feel good to know that you've helped someone else. And then when it's time for your God and you have to stand before him, I know you want him to say, job well done, my good and faithful servant. Welcome. Because I want to walk through the pearly white gates that they tell me about. That, my grandmother has told me about and reading my Bible and praying to my God all the things that, was revealed to me, that was dropped down in my spirit on where I'm supposed to be in life and the things that I'm supposed to be doing in life. And this is one of them. I sat back on it for a long time. So now I have to start being obedient. My calling is speaking on life experiences, because somebody out there is going through something similar and don't know how to come out of it. And all I'm going to tell you is this: put God first and everything is going to work itself out. Okay? But we still have to deal with the everyday things in life. We still have to deal with that. And people don't know, they hurt your feelings, or they put you in a space to where you might want to hurt them. You see? So when God steps into your life and he strengthens you in those areas, then you could address it if you want to. If not, let it be what it is. I'm the type of person, I don't like being around you and not knowing what the deal is. That bothers me, because if I know I hadn't did you anything, then why are we here now? And I just don't sit around and talk about people. The circle of people that I deal with, they don't come in contact like talking about it. Might be in the presence if I invite them to certain things. And then 9 times out of 10, sometimes this is a person that you're just meeting. Because I don't like to have friends that know everybody. Not so know everybody, but I like meeting different people. You see, so a lot of people that I grew up with, I'll deal with you, but 9 times out of 10, just being a person that, you're who I'm gonna run with. Now we have our childhood friends, don't get me wrong, girls that, my ride or die. We've been friends for 40 years. And then sometimes those relationships don't work either, because a jealousy part of setting in, and then it'll cause some division, and hey, that's over with. But I got a story on that too. Yeah. So again, life experiences, and we just need to do better as being, Black women, and just encourage each other. Now, if it's somebody that I just can't deal with, then okay, I get it. Because I'm not gonna argue, fuss, and fight with you about anything. I'm not doing none of that. Back 20 years ago, maybe. But now, I have no time. So after, the conversation or whatever, I know now I can't deal with that group of ladies. So my final words to her were, I'm going to pray for you. We don't have to be friends. You don't have to speak. Because what's understood doesn't have to be explained, honey. But we need to get past all of this. So my level of being a woman has grown. Because 20 years ago, me and her would have boxed if I was anything like I was. But I thank God for change. So being she's older than I am. I'm 56, she's 58. You would think women of that age wouldn't be hating on one another. But you know what? I find it to be stronger in older women than the younger women. And that's the sad part. Because we supposed to be their mentors. I see a lot of younger women get along well. But it's the older women that always have some craziness going on. So that's why I rock solo. So we just need to do better as a Black race. Women, We all are beautiful, whatever shape, form, fashion. Everybody's beautiful to me. And if you feel like, hey Miss Pooh Bear, welcome this morning, sweetheart. For whatever reason, that, if you're not comfortable in your skin, do something about it. If you don't like your weight, do something about it. If you don't like how you look, do something about it. You don't like that your stomach is big, do something about it. Everybody could change. However you want to look, you can do it. You can do it. It's not hard. You can do it. It's not hard. So I did my transformation because it was necessary. And then again, I didn't like a lot of things about myself, so I changed them. So don't hate me because, again, when I walk in the room, I own it. The party doesn't start until I'm there. And the party could be been going on for 2 hours. When I walk in, the party has just begun. And every woman that walks on the face of the earth should have that same attitude. I don't care where you go, the grocery store, church, visiting people, parties, whatever. When you walk in the room, you own it. You own it. And stop hating. Because if I could do it, you could do it. And losing weight is the hardest thing in the world to do. And to keep it off is even harder. So, but if you're determined, and then mine was a health risk. Mine was a health risk. Good morning. Miss Babe, what is that? Busy Bee? Busy Bee. Hey, baby. What's going on with you? I'm so glad you're sitting in with me. Miss B, baby. All right. And to everybody else that's coming in, I just got a pair of new glasses, you guys, and I've lost them. So I got the old pair on that's not really working for me. So bear with me. I got to find my new glasses because I really can't see, y'all. I got to go. When I went to get my new glasses, they told me I had a little cataract in my right eye. And yeah, that right eye is bluesing me right now. And because I can't find my new glasses, I had to put the old ones on, and oh my God, it's working me. So if I'm not pronouncing things right, I'm not saying things right, I can't make it out. I'm sorry. But anyway, I'm going to find my new glasses. I got to. But yeah, I just thought I'm going to jump on that because, here the last couple of days since Sunday, it's been pretty much the same thing with, running across women, and they just, it turning, for what? For what? I'm a hairstylist, yes. I've retired. But if you call me and you say, well, can you recommend somebody? Yes, I can. To just change whatever it is in life or about yourself that you want to change, to enhance your beauty, because it could be enhanced. You see, even if it's about losing a few pounds, I can help you. It's going to be hard. Yes, it is. But if you put your mind to it and that's what you want to do, it can happen. Now, I needed the discipline because I'm an emotional eater. Like now going through, just me talking about it, it's an emotional conversation for me because I'm not that type of person, to where I just want to see you not do good. I want to see everybody do good. Everybody. And even dealing with this app, I'm more compassionate about being on YouTube than any other platform because I feel as though some of the people on YouTube need to hear a lot of things that I have to say amongst other people, that's speaking on a positive note. And a lot of things that's going on, I can relate. And if not, have had some type of experience. So that's why I say, I speak on life experiences, things that can happen, things that can happen. And it is happening to other people, and then they don't know how to come out of it. You see, but put God first. You sometimes you have to watch your surroundings. You see, because you could bring people in sitting with you, and all those people are not for you. You see, so you just have to be mindful. Just be mindful. Pray, and it'll get better. Like I say, I pray for a lot of people on this. I pray for everybody on this app. If you got a problem, child, I'm in prayer for you. Everybody. And I could tell the genuine people because my spirit is going to connect with you if you're genuine. If not, automatically it's going to be a no-no. It's going to be a no-no. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end. And I'm just going to jump off because I got somewhere to be in the next 20 minutes. And I haven't even put on a stitch of clothing yet. Because I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys. And then I'm trying to get the feel of, being on here regularly. Because at the beginning of the year, y'all going to be seeing a lot more Big Red Diva. A lot more of her. Because I have things to say. I got a lot of information I need to hand off. A lot of other things that I need to share, and I just need to get the channel up and going. And like I say, I've been prophesied it over a numerous of times. This is my calling. It's time for me to speak out. It's time for me to just help the people that God put in my space. Whoever I run across, if it's something that I say, and okay, yeah, I'm going through that right now. What do I need to do? I'm a tap away. So with that being said, I'm not gonna play any music to out because I really have to go throw on some clothes and get out of here like in the next 5 minutes. But I'll be back maybe later on today and have something else, to say. A little fun. If not, I'll see you whenever the Lord say press the button. So you guys have a blessed day. I love y'all for listening. Thanks to everybody that tuned in. Thank y'all so much. Let me do Miss Pooh Bear. I'm gonna give you a ranch. Do that for me. Do that for me. Let's see. And again, I appreciate everybody for just tuning in. If you just stopped in to say hello, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I love all you guys. So until the next time, y'all have a blessed day. Thank you for listening. Hit the like button on your way out. And if whatever it is in life that you are asking God for, and you believe in your heart of hearts that it can come to pass, which it can, stand on it. Don't let no one discourage you, and keep it pushing. And those that are not willing to support you in your walk for your dream, cut ties. Y'all have a blessed day. Love you guys. See you next time.